Alright, so here we go. We are then starting this second round of the Formula E Season 2. And we are here then in the Bahamas, in Nassau. And so yeah, let's see who can do well here as we are starting then with this fill-up qualifying session. And then you're gonna move on to the semis. And then the final, of course, to decide who takes the first 4 positions. And right now we see here Lawrence, I think that's blank actually, with the purple middle sector there, so he's definitely looking pretty good as we are now seeing they're about to end the first lap, and it is Strudls instead who takes provisional pole, so there he goes. But actually not provisional pole, because this is obviously not the final, this will not be exactly the final starting order of course. But yeah, we see then Corvid just making it right now in P4, not quickly improve on his second lap so far though. But we see Strudls continuing to improve there. There he goes. He had a opening purple sector, then he got another green sector, so things are looking really good for the Czech driver. Can he improve even further? Yes he can, but it's only I think 5 hundredths of a second. As we then see here, Snowy Otter now currently in P7. He had the purple final sector there, which is quite impressive, but still not good enough to even be in the top 4. In the meantime, we see Corvid now down in P5, and we see F1 Fan also there, so we got the heavy hitters fighting for a spot in the semi-finals. So yeah, let's see then. We see Alkfish currently in P10. He had the purple opening sector, so can he improve or not? Can he put himself up there? No! That is the answer, he's on in P10. And in the meantime we see then Strudls Corvid making it through with Pigeon. And then he got Blank there in P4, so you know the drill now. It's gonna be first place battling against P4, then we got second versus third. Those will be how these semi-finals will be seeded. And now I think we are starting then, I think with the battle of... Okay, I think there was definitely something wrong, I think. Okay, so here we go then. So this is the battle between second and third from the qualifying group stage. So now there we go then. So the first 1v1 race is starting here. We see Pigeon currently in second then. Let's see if we can find a way past the Czech drivers. We see him defending pretty well, and Pigeon actually just keeping it very patient. Although you cannot, obviously you cannot really wait forever because there's only one lap here, and his lap can end pretty quickly. And as we see then, Pigeon still in second place now. I think he's starting to lose contact here to Strudls, and I think Strudls is gonna get this one very easily. There he goes. He barely had to defend. So now he's gonna get himself into the final, so you secured a spot in the front row. And then we see here then it is Corvid versus Blank, so this should be a very interesting battle right here. So we got then the championship leader starting at the front, and as we see, there he goes, Blank, I think using his boost already, and it's going to be some interesting overlap, although we cannot forget that Corvid will be seeing himself at the front, or maybe not anymore. We see him battling with the Indian driver there. Stressco around the outside, and I think should be in the lead on his screen. I think it's actually a little bit confusing here, but see, you see Blank probably seeing himself right at the front there. And oh my god, I think this could be a very tight battle. And I see, can Corvid secure it or not? As we see, I think Blank might have the win here. I think he will. There he goes. Blank will go into the final. So a bit of a surprise here, I would say. But yeah, Corvid is eliminated. And now we got then the battle for pole position. So let's see, then we got Strudls starting right at the front there with Blank. And then down in second place. Oh my god, I don't know what happened there, but just lost a lot of momentum. And now this is a perfect opportunity for Strudls to win this one. And we see him just leading the way. Where we see Blank with quite the dive there. I think he's gonna take the lead that way, I believe. But we see Strudls just managing to pull a bit of a comeback there, so he stays in first. And let's see now, just the final corner to go. I think Strudl will take this one. It's going to be very close. Ooh, Blank with the booster, and he takes pole position in the end. Oh wow, that was quite the good use of the boost there. And it is Blank then taking pole position. So there he goes, going to start at the front. And I thought we would have a race for third place there, but I guess we won't have that. But here we go, then we see the E-Prix of Bahamas. Then starting we see Blank with a good starter at the front. Strudl just gonna follow him. Then we see, oh my god, some chaos here. We see F1 Fan, Corvid, and he looks in there with a bit of a crash. Now it's F1 Fan just dropping back a little bit. But we see here is Strudl then leading the way now. Pigeon trying to get up things side there. As we see some drivers already taking into the attack mode, which is actually a much longer line this time around, and you definitely lose a lot of time, but that also makes things very interesting. We see Ricky Boy and Michael already taking it into the attack mode. As we see then Pigeon just pushing his way into the lead, but he touches the grass. Now it is Strudl right at the front, and we see Loxian here in third place. As we see a few drivers in on the mediums as well. We see Blank then down in P4. Now we see someone else going into the boost to the attack mode. I mean, we see Andres, and he's going to be then down in P9, and I think Ricky Boy just took the attack mode again, so he's down in last place. Yeah, yes, he wants to take all of them early on. As we see then Strudl continuing to lead. Oh, now I thought Fan is going to retire from this race, so got in our first DNF here. For some reason he appears in the lead, but obviously that is not the case, and I think now I start to see him dropping down. But it is now Pigeon leading the way here. Oh my god, he just waited around the outside there. Now he's going to lose 2 positions. Oh, now he's going to lose a bit more there as he touches the grass on the final corner. As we see right now, Corvid potentially causing some chaos here. Oh my god, now it is Corvid into the lead, but now we see this huge battle for second. But I would say if I was one of them, I would probably take the attack mode right now. Well, that's exactly what Corvid does. So interesting tactics from Corvid, I guess. Yeah, now he's going to end up in clean air. And now there's no chance of someone taking a bit of boost and catching his safe sim again. So perhaps a good choice there from the Australian, as we see now Pigeon alone at the front there. Then we see Lawrence or Blank with Eluxian, and then Strudl. It is then Corvid currently then in P5. So now there goes Eluxian pitting, so there he goes the German. Now we see Corvid, I think is going to pass him. We're just looking at the map there. As right now the cameraman is showing us in the battle for second place between Strudl and Blank. Can you see here the 2 teammates there, Eluxian and Alkfish. As yeah, there he goes in Alkfish with a nice move there on Corvid. This is obviously not great for Corvid though. He's battling someone who hasn't taken the attack mode any single time. And now that you see, yeah, there he goes, Corvid with the boost. And now you see the top 3 then taking the attack mode again, and as you see, Corvid ends up down in P4. So we have to see that he lost some time without fishing the Eluxian there. Because now he's just losing to 3 positions. Remember that he was in the lead when he took the attack mode. So that is a very crucial factor there. But in the meantime, we started to see the drivers pitting. And yeah, so Corvid and the Bluebell Boy, I think, I guess you can call him B-Blue, then down in P11 also pitting, but now we see Andrews battling, then he looks at an Alkfish there. Now we see the teammates just at the front battling each other there, and oh my god, that was a bit of an in-team collision. As we see now, both of them going into the pits, Andrews staying out there. Even though he's on the soft tires, so perhaps really extending those tires. And we can also see Blank at the front, still yet to pit in this race. Okay, then you see Strudl. But yeah, Blank is the one leading the way then. Corvid is on in second place, but now Blank will pit, so let's see where he ends up, because this will be very crucial there. But he's definitely not going to be in the lead, so there he goes. He's going to get undercut and he's going to be down in P4 there. In the meantime, we see Snowy Otter patting Alfish there. You see, trying to go around the other side. That's a yellow and red car. Then you see the McDonald's of Corvid. And then we got Strudls right behind there. But yeah, I think so far, lefty solid race here. Corvid now pulling a nice comeback. Oh, but now we see Strudls just boosting his way into the lead there. And now we see, oh my god, there was a bit of incident there. We see Altfish just coming out of the grass there. And now we see Andrews finally pitting. Yeah, quite a long stint there. He was on the soft tires. And I'm not sure if that strategy is really working. In the meantime, we see Pigeon then leaving the attack mode for the second time. But as we see, just touched that fake roll there and he lost the position to Eloxian. And LSC is going to be right behind the German. Can the Mobile League driver be able to pass him? Let's see. No, can't really find a way past, but now should have the opportunity. There he goes. Going to be using that boost to his advantage. As he now goes around the outside. Now we see the Eloxian maybe trying to find a way past, or maybe just trying to slipstream. As in the meantime, we see now Blank into the picture there, as he is now also leaving the attack mode there. And yes, we're going to be behind these two drivers. Perhaps not exactly a great thing for him. But Jay Luxian though, definitely getting a bit with this. Because now he can take the attack mode and still be around the same position, although he's going to be a lot further behind these drivers that he is battling with right now. But yeah, in the meantime we did saw Ricky Boy then I think pitting, either pitting or taking the attack mode. But as we see what this relay battle here, Blank wants to make his overtakes. As we see, oh my god, it's crashing Pigeon into the wall there. As we see, then he looks and just stay behind. I think yeah, he's been definitely taking a more careful approach, trying not to do anything silly there. Yeah, Blank was definitely a bit aggressive there towards Pigeon, who's now finds himself down in P5. So this is then the battle for the podium. Although Eloxian, at least if the HUD is right, he might not exactly be on that battle. Because once again, it seems like he still needs to take that attack mode for the second time. But again, the HUD could be wrong here. In the meantime, now we see Corvid taking his second attack mode. And he's going to be down in second place with Strudls. But he needs to lead the way now. He's going to extend that gap, of course. But he still has that second attack mode to take. So that will be also very crucial there. In the meantime, it seems like this pack of free cars is no longer a pack, and now it's just free cars running alone there. But as we see, the gaps are absolutely crazy here. We got now Strudls leaving the attack mode, as we just saw in the mini-map there. In the meantime, we see Snowy Otter batting Andries for P6. True green cars here. Very different shades of green though, as you see now Snowy just staying in P6. The Dutchman is not able to find a way past him. Let's see, there he goes, Andries, and he goes up the inside. That's actually quite a nice sneaky move there. And yeah, there he goes, so Andries continues to lead the way there. And now yeah, there's only then 6 minutes to go to the end of this race, so getting towards the final third here already. And yeah, you can definitely tell that these races are very quick. And yeah, so we see then Strudls and Corvid pitting here. They are actually quite close to each other. Now they're gonna end up behind Pigeon and Laurent. As you see now, Strudls with some huge mistakes. Now this is a good opportunity for Corvid to just get a lot closer. So I'd say the battle for the lead is on here. But yeah, they already took those two attack modes. And now we see, there he goes, Corvid getting past Pigeon. And now he's gonna take me into the pits there. But yeah, so I think we should be watching that battle now between Strudls and Corvid. And there you go then. So Corvid is currently in second place, Blank still yet to make that second pit stop. But he's racing on a hard, so perhaps he's looking to save a pit stop in the end, so that could be interesting to watch there. But as we see now, Strudls and Corvid are battling each other. That Strudls tries to go around the outside of the Australian. Can that work or not? And I don't think so. So Corvid stays 8th second now. He's gonna boost his way to try and get away then from the Shrek driver. In the meantime, we see Snowy versus Ricky Boy. And yeah, as we see then, I think now Corvid is ahead of Blank. Blank still yet to pit for the second time. But I think he may just pit one more time until the end of this race. So whenever he pits, it could be seen as an undercut. So let's see, can the Indian drivers just stay behind Aussie? I mean, behind the Aussie driver. As we got now Strudls with some mistakes there. Blank now tries to use the boost to come back to Corvid's slipstream range. And meantime we see then Ricky Boy versus Snowy once again, but now it is Blank versus Strudls. And let's see right here, he goes a bit off the track. And now there he goes, yeah, Blank finally goes into the pit. Strudls with another mistake, and now there is just a line for Corvid to extend that lead once again. Remember that Corvid is the one who's leading the championship after winning the opening round. Now he's looking to win again, so that's definitely gonna be amazing for his championship. As we see then Pigeon and Blank now battling for third. As Blank, I think he made his final pit stop already, so he's gonna be trying to get past that white and green car. As in the meantime we see now Ricky Boy battling Snowy, but Snowy should have left more space to the Dutchman there, because Ricky Boy clearly got crashed into the wall. In the meantime we see then Blank versus Pigeon once again, but yeah, I think Blank definitely does have that tire advantage, so he should be able to get away, but Pigeon will use the boost and just still hold on there. But you see Blank's not going to give up, he's going to have the inside line now. And I think he's going to keep the position there, but Pigeon is not giving up there, he still has some boost to fight. But I think Blank will stay in third. In the meantime we're still seeing here now Andres versus Eloxian. This is then the battle for P5. Well, now let's see who Andrew's being a bit sneaky there. It goes around the outside. So yeah, Andrew's really looking pretty good in this race, that's for sure. Now it's happy to P5 there. He doesn't exactly have the tire advantage, so he does have a faster tire compound. But in the meantime we still Snowy battling Ricky Boy there. Let's see now, Ricky Boy just trying to find a way past Snowy there. Now he's gonna looking for a good exit there, the McDonald's. He goes around the outside, and I think he can make the move on the Viper. I think that's the Viper team there. As you see, Snowy just clearing up things side once again. They continue to be very feisty now, Ricky Boy. Will lose some momentum there, which allows for Snowy outer then to get away. In the meantime, I'm seeing some cars that stopped on the track there on the minimap. Ooh, that's Eloxian. Eloxian is stopping and he's actually going to leave the race. I don't know exactly what happened. Maybe he had to go, but yeah, I think that's going to be, unfortunate for their team. I thought it was a McDonald's car, but no, it is a different team there. But yes, so we got then our second retirement of this race. Eloxian will then be following F1 Finn on the DNF list for today's race. But in the meantime now, with less than a minute to go, we got Corvid leading the way, 2 seconds ahead of Strudls. Well, not sure if he can really do anything to catch the Australian today. But in the meantime, I think we saw Pigeon, yeah, he pitted for a 4th time. Now he's alone in P4 there with Blank looking to take third. Perhaps chasing down Strudls, but in the meantime we got this freeway battle now. Elkfish getting dragged into this battle there. Oh, we see Hickey Boy just going deep into the grass. I think that was a self-mistake there, so... But as we see, we got Snowy versus Elkfish. Here we see gonna triangle up the inside of Snowy. There he goes, he makes the move then into P6. Well, the bundle that we got here. Snowy's still not giving up though. He tries to dive up the inside, but it was quite far behind there. Now we see the timing, or the timer ending. So as soon as Corvid crosses the line, it's going to be crowded the winner here in Bahamas, and there he goes. Then Corvid wins the Bahamas Grand Prix here at Nassau. Strudls will take second, then it's Blank in third. And then you see Pigeon looking to finish P4 there. There he goes. Then you got Andres looking to easily finish in P5 with Elkfish. In P6 now we still got this battle between Snow and Hickey Boy. There he goes, Ricky with the revenge there, and there he goes. Hickey Boy I think is gonna take the position. And there he goes, he takes P7. That definitely does feel like a bit of a revenge, because he did have some incidents there, and Hickey Boy ends up being the one at the front. In the meantime we still got Mate Gill to finish the race, same with B-Blue. And then you got the DNFs from Meloxian and F1 Fan. But yeah, very interesting race. We got some battles at the front, also a lot of battling in the midfield, which is always nice to see. And yes, so that is pretty much it here for me. And so we see you then for round number 3. So until the next time, and goodbye.